Screening protocol and reporting for the enhanced screening methods for COVID-19 throughout the Wingspan Care Group. Why, when, and where? This is another tool we'll be using to mitigate the risk of the COVID-19 virus throughout the agency. This is added to our general precautions. We'll use this every location, every person, and we'll do it every day. You will have received an instruction sheet for how to do the screening and how to submit the screening forms. Follow those instructions as needed. What we're doing is a daily screening for every employee reporting to any agency site. Some groups can be screened over the telephone. Many will have to be screened in person, especially if you're on site. Follow those instructions and fill these forms out daily. How we're going to do this is we're going to use the form to report the employee's name, the screener's name, reminding you the screener must ask all of the questions. The employee will sign it. If it's over the phone, the screener will check the phone box. We'll have a screening for every person every day. These forms will be submitted weekly. They'll be sent to a screening mailbox, and they'll be completed. Every program will have a person responsible for getting these screening forms over to the screening mailbox. That'll be one person per program, and it'll be listed on the report. Required questions for every employee that's being screened. We'll take their temperature to find out if their temperature is above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll ask if they feel sick, ask if they've had a fever of 100 or higher within the last 72 hours, and if they've had any unexplained or new symptoms of COVID-19, something like a dry cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell, muscle pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Find out if they've traveled outside the state of Ohio in the past 14 days, and if they're currently living with someone who's tested or tested positive for COVID-19. A yes answer to any of the questions requires you to complete a positive screening form and send that to Diana Harrison and to the screening mailbox. If someone answered yes to traveling outside of Ohio or being in the presence of someone who's been tested or tested positive, they need to wear a mask for the next 14 days. All these questions are not interpreted. The employee must answer yes or no. The form itself that you'll use is the Wingspan Daily Screening Form for Employees. Fill the form out entirely, make sure all the information is there. On the upper right corner, you'll see there's a box for division, program, and staff completing. The division is Belfair, Applewood, LifeWorks, etc. The program, what program are you with? TLP, Cottage 10, the health clinic, etc. The staff completing is the person who's responsible for sending those weekly reports in. The form itself is self-explanatory. The name of the screener is exactly that. Who is the employee who does the screening? The employee name is the person who's being screened, and the signature will be the employee who got screened if they're in person. If this happened over the telephone, the screener will check the phone box. The positive screening form you have in your library of forms. This will only be used if someone answered yes to any of the questions during the screening or had a temperature above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. All the screening logs will be sent into the mailbox as listed. Positive screening forms will go to that mailbox as well as to Diana Harrison at her email. All of this is being managed and curated by Ben Wenger, and his email is listed there. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. If I can be any help, of course, I'm John Benko, the Director of Nursing. You can call me or email me at benkoj@wingspancg.org. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your efforts in doing the screening. Now wash your hands and stop touching each other.